Kababayan Today. Ako po si G. Tanji coming to you from Los Angeles, California. It is March and we celebrate our Filipino Americans that are women in this country. And we have a very young lady joining us, si Janessa Paredes. She is a Filipino American student at Beckman High School in Irvine, California. She's a four-year varsity basketball scholar, athlete, and one of the leading three-point shooters in Orange County, Team Co-MVP. Get this is fascinating. She will graduate high school this year with both her Beckman High School diploma as well as an associate arts degree from Irvine Valley College. To say that she's really smart and she's really working hard is an understatement. Joining her today on Kababayan Today is her father, Glenn. Hello, Glenn. Hello, Janessa.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm really impressed. I mean, who goes to high school and at the same time takes up all the courses for an associate degree? I mean, that's a lot of work you're doing in high school on top of also playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
So before we get started, I just want to say you are one impressive lady.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get started. Glenn, talk to me about Janessa's basketball career in school. When did she start showing interest in basketball?
Well, I grew up playing basketball because of my father played basketball, and obviously we know it's an obsession in the Philippine community. Mm-hmm. So around 10 years ago, when she was about 8 years old, I was bringing her to the gym, and then she started dribbling the ball. And you know, being the dad that I was, I didn't have any sons, so I kind of imposed my will on her to play a little bit of basketball. But she picked up on it, and I did catch a little talent there. It was hidden. It needed to be, you know, taken out, or, you know,
polished,
brought out. Exactly.
Right?
And, you know, over time, you know, it started to bloom and it became what it was today. So.
Okay, well, I have seen you play. Janessa, I'm just like, how is she doing these 3 points? 3-pointers, like you were recently in this voting process online. Let's talk about that, Janessa. What was that?
So the person who runs like Max Preps and is a part of the contest emailed my dad and emailed the application to him saying that I could like qualify for this contest. And so we sent in the application, and next thing we know, we get an email saying that like I am a part of the contest and I'll be in this voting race to try and get a chance to play in Houston and actually compete and shoot with some other great shooters.
That is amazing. There are not a lot of Filipino Americans that are representing in the basketball field that are women. I mean, you're probably, I'm sure there are, but we haven't heard of a lot. What does that mean for you, Janessa, as a young Filipino American, third generation here in Los Angeles to represent your community? What does that mean to you?
It's something like pretty special that I have something that not a lot of other people have, so it's just something I'm able to like share and show other people, and like hopefully try and inspire others to just take what they have and like just let it go and keep going with it.
Okay, how do you do it all? Because it's a lot of work. I mean, Glenn, does your daughter sleep? Because she's doing a lot for school. And as we know, when you're an athlete, you have to really be on the court practicing all the time. What is her schedule like?
Well, she's actually really disciplined. She doesn't have a lot of time to just to herself. She spends maybe 3 to 4 hours studying after practice, and then even after practice, we might take some time off the court to go do our own shooting. But she actually does get a lot of rest in terms of she's on the clock, and when 9 o'clock hits, she actually shuts it down. Doesn't matter what she's doing, she gets rest. She makes sure she gets 7 to 8 hours sleep. It's like clockwork. It's always, her routine is the same. It's routine, daily routine. So
okay.
I think repetition and routine has been the key to her success.
Okay, so let's talk about the two of you. Do you guys play on the court sometimes? How is that like? Janessa?
Well, not gonna lie, I think my dad's just a lot faster than me. I think we're just two like different basketball players. Like with him, I think he's more of just like the quick, fast player who just goes in, takes up layups, while I just like sitting like behind three. I like shooting. I like getting a pass from someone and just shooting.
Okay, so very different styles on the court, but obviously there was something that that you got from your dad, right? Because your dad's also a basketball player. How important is it that a parent motivates in a way that isn't too much pressure? Because let's face it, Glenn, I'm a parent myself. As a Filipino parent, we got the brunt of, you know, there is a lot of pressure to succeed, to achieve, to be the best. How do you balance that with Janessa?
Well, I think I learned from my own parents. You know, my parents immigrated here in the 60s, and I saw how hard they worked. I saw, you know, they didn't have a lot of time to spend with us, so a lot of times we had to go do our own thing and you know, do our own stuff on the side. And when it became my turn to become a parent, I said, okay, I have to have balance, and I want to make sure that there's balance for her too. So when it came time to sports, you know, I wasn't that crazy helicopter parent, always, you know, push, push, push. I knew when to step back. I knew when it was too much. You know, if I could sense that she was shutting me down, I always backed away. And I thought that was important because that was her way of telling me, you know, that's too much. You know, you just trust me. I'll get there. So I trusted her.
Awesome. So inspiring to other parents out there, just because I'm a parent myself. So that's good advice, that I should step away when I'm feeling, you know, that you need, I mean, everybody needs space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here on Kababayan Today, we are celebrating this young lady, Filipino-American basketball player, Janessa Paredes. Pagbalik natin, we'll get to know more about her academic career here on Kababayan Today. Don't